Hi, my name is Matt and I'm sailing my 27-foot Maxi Phoenix over 3,000 miles from the Netherlands to Spain. In this video we are sailing from Cascais to Faro, Portugal, a total distance of 185 miles. I started sailing from Cascais to Sesimbra relatively late in the morning after saying goodbye to the lads over breakfast. It's only a short hop of 27 miles after all. Once you get to Lisbon, the coastline gets more and more spectacular as you approach the Algarve, which is a very popular vacation destination. So today we are sailing to Sines from Sesimbra, which is about 34 miles, 8.5 hours more or less. So we're sailing here relatively slowly, 3.5 to 4 knots. But hey, it's not a super long trip and it's quieter than the engine, so that's good. Otherwise it's pretty foggy. The dolphins come and go all day long. And especially playful today, jumping out of the water up to like a meter out of it. Haven't seen that before. Yeah, other than that, it's a very quiet day. There's nobody else to see out here, which also, of course, there's a lot of fog, so you can't really see anything. So it's now 2:30 and I expect to be there around 6 o'clock. So as you can see, I'm just about to enter the Marina in Sines at about 5:20, so a little bit quicker than expected, and now going to the berth. Next morning, I left just before sunrise to play Catch Me If You Can with the freighters, and, of course, for the daily dolphin show. So we are on our way to Lagos, which is a trip of about 74 miles from Sines, where I arrived yesterday. And right now we're already 45 miles in, so more than half. It's 4:15 I think in the afternoon, so very pleasant weather, a lot less wind than predicted. So the prediction was between 10 and 15, going up to 18, and this seems to be a lot less. This seems to be less than 10 for sure. So I'm motor sailing. You can see the sails are flapping a little bit. There's not really enough wind to have a full propulsion by sails. A lot of dolphins, as you've seen earlier, I guess. And overall very pleasant, not very eventful, really kind of vacational sailing down here in Portugal. It's the 1st of October and it's about, I don't know, probably like 23 degrees or something Celsius. So nice and pleasantly warm. I'm probably getting a little bit sunburned by now. Having a bit of a rest, listening to podcasts, all kind of sorts. So yeah, very nice day. So we are at Cabo San Vicente, Portugal's last cape, the big cape at the south. You can probably see it in the background. And as usual around capes, it's choppy sea, as the seas are kind of chopping into each other. And it's also usually very windy, which it is not. I do have two reefs in, just to be sure, because it has happened before that it hits you, and supposedly there should be up to 25 knots around here, but there's not really that much. So yeah, I better get back to the cockpit where it's a little bit safer. But yeah, this is the Cabo San Vicente. Very nice. Good morning from Lagos. I arrived here yesterday relatively early at 11:30, and I stayed at the arrival pontoon, which is outside of the harbor, because there's a bridge for pedestrians, and it will not open at night. So I stayed there for the night, went into the reception this morning, got a berth assigned and just arrived here about 2 or 3 minutes ago, and I will stay in this marina for the day and leave tomorrow, so I can do some repairs and relax a little bit, upload the next video to YouTube, because it has been a pretty long trip yesterday. So this is one of the best marinas actually in Portugal. It has super high ratings, the staff is very friendly. I haven't seen the prices yet. I imagine they will be pretty expensive because it's a border port, which means that many people actually arrive from their transatlantic cruises or from south. So yeah, there's some paperwork involved, but so far so good. The weather's great, and I'll pay a visit to the sailmaker now to check my headsail. So I took off the headsail to bring it to the local sailmaker for sails. You can see this part is almost shaved through. And here you can see the results, which cost me 70 euros. Hi! So we are on our way to Faro from Lagos, 45 miles in total, about 10 hours, maybe a little bit more. It's a sunny day, almost no waves, which is very comfortable. The wind is just picking up, it's around 1 o'clock, and we didn't really have much wind before. Now it's picking up enough for the blister to fly. I'm chasing another boat here, maybe I can get them, and it's supposed to pick up in the afternoon and evening, as it always does in this area, up to about 20, 21, 22 knots or something like that in gusts. So we should gain a lot of speed later on, which is why I'm happy to go at 4.2 right now. So all good, fantastic coast, vacational sailing. After about 1.5 hours, I almost had them. A much larger boat than me, mind you. However, in the afternoon the wind died and I had to switch on the engine. Hello from Faro. So I arrived here just about 15 minutes ago, and I decided not to go to the marina this time, but to actually go and anchor in this beautiful bay they have here. It's really incredible, absolutely quiet, loads of sailing boats sitting here and anchoring. So I anchored as well, even though it's a bit tricky to do that alone, but it's so calm, I think it should be fine. I have an anchor alarm which will tell me if I'm further away than 15 meters from my current position. So if I'm swaying, it will tell me that and set off an alarm. So I should be good for tonight. So I'll cook something, enjoy the evening, and yeah, enjoy this beautiful time here in the Algarve. Fantastic place. And this is where this episode ends. Good night and thanks for watching.